Hello students, in the previous lecture we have seen the concepts of velocity analysis using relative velocity method. So in today's lecture I'll be teaching you how to draw the velocity diagram with the simplest example 4-bar mechanism or 4-link mechanism. I'll be also using some geometrical instruments to demonstrate how to actually draw the velocity diagram. This is the simplest example which I have taken so that it will be easier for you to understand how to draw the velocity diagram. In this example, I will also explain about the concept of velocity image. So let's proceed. So we have taken up an example of 4-bar link, which is such that a 4-link mechanism is shown in the figure along with the lengths of the links in millimeter. The link AB has an instantaneous angular velocity of 10.5 radians per second and a retardation of 26 radian per second square in the counterclockwise direction. So we have to find the angular accelerations of the links BC and CD and the linear accelerations of the point E. So this is the configuration diagram which we have already drawn. You can see the length of the links is given as AB is 50, BC is 66, CD is 56, CE is 24 and ED is 44 mm. So first of all we have to draw this configuration diagram. As the length of the links are not large, so we can use the scale of 1 mm or 10 mm is equal to 1 centimeter, and we can draw this configuration diagram. So this diagram has been drawn, and now we have to find out the we have to draw the velocity diagram. So in order to draw the velocity diagram, we have to start with finding out the velocity of link AB, as we are only given the angular velocity of the link AB. So we can find out the linear velocity of the link AB and proceed with the velocity diagram. So in order to draw the velocity diagram, we take a point, or we first calculate the linear velocity or the tangential velocity of the link AB. So this VB or VBA, the velocity of B relative to O, since this point A is fixed, so this velocity of B relative to O will also be the absolute velocity of B. This can be calculated as angular velocity of AB into the length of the link AB, that is V is equal to omega R. Angular velocity is given as 10.5 radians per second and the length of the link AB was 50 mm, so it would be 0.05 meters. So the velocity of VB is, or VBA is 0.525 meter per second. In order to draw the velocity diagram, we have to again take a scale so that we can represent this meter per second velocity in linear dimension, that is in centimeter. So we are taking a scale of 0.525 meter per second will be represented by 5 centimeter. So proceeding to draw the velocity diagram, we take a point and we have the marking of A and D on that point, because both A and D are fixed. Whatever points are there which are fixed in the configuration diagram, we take it as the starting point. Now to draw the velocity of the link AB, we'll use a set square, because we know that The velocity of the link is in the direction perpendicular to the link. So we need to draw a perpendicular to the link from this point A in the velocity diagram. So in order to do that, we'll place a set square of which one of the sides will be placed on this link AB and the other side, which is perpendicular, should pass through this point A, so that we can conveniently draw the perpendicular to the link AB. So we are placing the set square on the link AB. So one of the sides of the set square is placed on the link AB and the other side, which is perpendicular to the first side, is passing through the point A. So we have adjusted the set square like this. Now we will draw the velocity vector of the link AB. The velocity vector of the link AB will be in the anti-clockwise direction, because the angular velocity of the link AB is given in the anti-clockwise direction. So it will be from A to B in the anti-clockwise direction, and the length of the velocity vector will be 5 cm as per the scale. So after adjusting the set square, we draw the velocity vector. So this will be the velocity vector for the link AB. So AB is the velocity vector, small ab, in the velocity diagram, and the length will be 5 cm, but it will be representing 0.525 meter per second. After drawing the velocity vector, we get the point B. Now next we want the point C in the velocity diagram. So point C can be obtained either by BC or by CD. So first we'll draw the velocity vector of link BC. Now we don't know the magnitude of the velocity of link BC, as we don't know the angular velocity of BC. Similarly, we don't know the angular velocity of CD. But we know the direction of the velocity vector of link BC and CD. So we will draw the direction of the velocity vector of link BC. To do that, again we take the set square and we put one of the sides on the link BC and set the set square such that the other perpendicular side of the set square passes through the point B, from which we can draw the velocity vector of the link BC. The velocity vector of the link BC will be perpendicular to the link BC, so we can draw a velocity vector which is perpendicular to the link BC and which will be passing through this point B. As we don't know the length of this velocity vector, we will leave it like this for now. Next, to obtain the point C, we will draw the velocity vector of the link CD, or the part CD of the ternary link CDE. So again, we will set the set square on the side CD and we will set the set square such that the other perpendicular side of the set square passes through the point D, from where we can draw the velocity vector of the link CD. So we will draw a line perpendicular to link CD from the point D in the velocity diagram as shown. So the point of intersection of BC and CD will give you the point C. Now, in order to get the sense of vector BC and CD, we have to write the vector equation. So vector equation will be like this. The velocity of C relative to A will be equal to the velocity of C relative to B plus the velocity of B relative to A. That means point C will get the motion when link AB will be moving, and according to the movement of AB, BC will be moving. So the velocity of point C will be equal to velocity of this link plus this link. Similarly, velocity of C relative to D can also be written as velocity of link CD, that is VCD, will be equal to the velocity of link AB plus velocity of link BC, because as AB will be moving, accordingly BC will be moving, and then accordingly CD will be moving. So velocity of CD will be equal to velocity of AB plus BC. So VCD is equal to VBA plus VCB. So in the vector notation, we can write as vector CD will be equal to vector AB plus vector BC. So we have to mark the dimensions or mark the direction or the sense of the velocity vectors to satisfy this vector equation. So it will be something like this. So vector AB plus vector BC is equal to vector DC. This is how we get the direction and sense of the velocities of all the three links. Now, after getting the velocity diagram, we can measure the sides BC and CD. We can measure the length of this vector BC and CD and calculate the velocity of the link BC and CD as follows. The vector CB has been measured as 3.25 centimeter. So converting it according to a scale, we get the velocity of BC or velocity of B relative to C is 0.34 meter per second. Similarly, vector AC or DC has been measured 3.7 centimeter. So as per our scale, we get the velocity of C equal to 0.39 meter per second. This is the velocity of vector C or velocity of C relative to A or velocity of C relative to D is 0.39 meter per second. Next, we need to locate this point E of the ternary link CDE. So this point can be located either here or here, as we know that the ternary link, the velocity diagram of the ternary link will also be a triangle in the velocity diagram. So that triangle can be made like CDE here or CDE here. So where to make the diagram? So the diagram, the point E should be located such that the letters in the configuration diagram and the letters in the velocity diagram should be read in the same order, like C, E, D. When we are reading C, E, D, it is clockwise direction. So we have to, in the velocity diagram also, it should be read as C, E, D in the clockwise direction. So E point will be here. Suppose if we are taking E point here, then CED will be anti-clockwise direction, which will be opposite as in the configuration diagram. So we understand here that point E has to be located here above CD, so that when we are reading the points of the ternary link or the triangle CDE, they should be same as in the configuration diagram. Now, to draw the velocity diagram of the ternary link CDE, we can draw in two ways. Either we can use the previous method, like we can draw the perpendiculars of part CE and part DE from the point C and D respectively, and the intersection of the two lines or the two vectors will give you the point E here. So the velocity vector of CE will be perpendicular to the link C like this. So it can be drawn from point C like this. Similarly, velocity vector of link DE will be perpendicular to DE, and it can be drawn from point D here. So the intersection of two vectors will give you the point E here. But in today's lecture, we'll study the concept of velocity image. This is the other method to draw the velocity triangle of the ternary link or the offset point E. As we know that the velocity triangle of the ternary link will also be a triangle similar to the triangle in the configuration diagram. So in order to draw the velocity diagram of the ternary link, CDE will find out the velocities of CE and DE by utilizing the properties of the similar triangles. So we will see how to do that. So we have to draw the velocity of point E in the velocity diagram. So we find out the velocity image of ternary link CDE. So we will be utilizing the properties of similar triangles, like the ratio of the sides in both the triangles will be equal. So the ratio of the side in the velocity triangle, that is DC and DE, will be equal to the ratio of the length of the link in the configuration diagram, DC and DE, like this. The ratio of the length in the velocity diagram will be DC upon DE, and this will be equal to the ratio of the length of the links DC and DE. By this we have already found out DC as 0.39, the velocity of DC is 0.39 meter per second. So this will give us the length of the links is DC is 56 and DE is 44. This will give us DE as 0.306 meter per second. This will be velocity of E relative to D, or the absolute velocity of E, as point D is fixed. Similarly, we can take the ratio of the side CE and CD like this. So DC upon CE will be equal to the link DC upon link CE. This will give us the velocity of CE, that is 0.167 meter per second. This is the velocity of E relative to C. By using the scale which we have taken earlier, we'll convert this velocity in meter per second to linear dimension in centimeter, like this. So using the scale, we'll get DE as 2.9 centimeter and CE as 1.6 centimeter. Now using these lengths, we can draw the velocity triangle of the ternary link, or the velocity image of the ternary link, using the compass. So we take the length DE, that is 2.9 centimeter, on the compass and place it on point D and draw an arc like this. Similarly, we take the length of 1.6 centimeter on the compass and place it on point C and draw an arc like this. The intersection of the two arcs will give us the point E. So now we can join point D to E and C to E to obtain the velocity image of the ternary link CED. So this is how we can draw the velocity diagram and the velocity image of any ternary link or any offset point, and this is how you use the geometrical instruments to draw the velocity diagram. I hope now it is easier for you to draw the velocity diagrams. So now you can practice with the other examples. In the next lecture, we will see the how to draw the acceleration diagram of the same problem. Thank you.